All right. Hi. Good morning, and everyone. Thank you for joining to our class for today. All right. So today we have our training for attendance module. So here is a human capital management solution webinar training for attendance module. All right. Okay. So now it's already 10:24. So maybe we start on 10:30. So after 10:30, we start the training, and then we have the break 15 minutes, maybe, and 11:30 until 11:45. Okay, and then we continue after we break 15 minutes, and last one is a Q&A session lah on this one. Alright, so before we begin the training webinar, so first participant may ask any question anytime during the session, but the question will be chosen and addressed by trainer during the Q&A session. Presenter will only answer question during the Q&A session. Participants will not be able to during the training. However, chat box is always open during during the session. For any question that the presenter was unable to answer during that presentation, the answer will be shared by email by following week's Monday morning. Right? So this is the attendance process flow. First is employee self-service (ESS) setup, monitor attendance on daily, weekly, monthly basis, import clock data. Next is a report. Last one is a log attendance. Alright, training outcome. By the end of the session, you should able to set up shift working hours, set up overtime rates, set up shift schedule, assign employee schedule, use the duty roster, monitor employees' attendance, view and resolve exception status, check employee overtime hours, and log attendance. So this is the 9 after end of the session you're able to do lah on this one. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna start on 10:30. So once 10:30, I will start. For the first step is employee self-service ESS. Okay. Alright, so first we're gonna start our training for today is first step is employee self-service ESS. Okay, so this is the page of the employee self-service ESS. So from right hand side you can able to see here is ESS request and approve request on this one. Alright, so no worries, we're gonna show you where is this from our system. And next is, so after click that icon, so this is the part we focus on the attendance for today. So my request, we have the self overtime, planned overtime, short hours, change shift, incomplete entry and absent here. So this is for the time or attendance request here. So this is like the page lah on this one. So no worries, after this I will gonna show you where is it from our system. Next, this is for the mobile version. Okay, so first we focus on this one first. We gonna share to you. Hold on. Now I will share from the system. Okay, so hopefully from your end able to see it from our side. So this is the page for the system, right? Okay. So how to go from there? For my request, there's a right hand side over here. We can able to see it here. The icon for my request. You can click here. My request. All right. So left hand side, you're able to see this is the list of the time for request lah. Self overtime, planned overtime, short hours, change shift, and complete entry and absent here. Right. So we go to first start is a self overtime. Right. So this is an example we already request here. If you want to start the request for self overtime, you can click new request button here. All right. So there's a click button new. Here, click and please select the date, which date you want to apply the overtime. Right. So please be informed it's the next day overtime, which is the shift is like say for example your shift is based on the midnight. So this one you need to okay. So from here, the next day overtime means if let's say you have the shift midnight, so you need to enable this one. Because why we need to enable this one? Because this overtime after next day is not same day. So this is for let's say the your shift is or midnight lah on this one. Okay. So this one we have the limit or this month limit overtime lah on this one. Okay. So overtime start is time to time. When until when you want to request for the start overtime until end overtime. Okay. All right. Next is a overtime pay mode. So sometimes staff request for overtime, sometimes staff request for the leave replacement leave entitlement. So either one you can choose it on this one. So this one you can inform your staff in based on a pay overtime or replace leave lah on this one. And we have the field here and we have the reason why you want to apply the overtime. Okay. And last one is for the remarks. So the below here, you can able to view who is your approver here. All right. So once already entered your request here, then please click the submit button here. So once already click the submit button here, automatically is under pending here. Okay. So this is how to request for the self overtime. If let's say it's not approved yet, you can able to edit. You can change your data here and you can click save button. Okay, so this is for the plan overtime. Right, so here is we can you can able to see the approve column, reject column and cancel column. Right, so Same we goes to for the plan overtime, short hours, change shift, incomplete entry, absent. Here also same. We have the same page on this one. Right. So next is for the plan overtime. So this is plan overtime. Let's say, supervisor have their plan overtime. How many hours they start or request the overtime or something like you already set for this employee lah. The request for the overtime on that day. So automatically when they are overtime on that day, system automatically detect how many hours you already applied. Alright, so this is the plan overtime means on that day you already plan to the employee how many hours they can able to overtime. So automatically system will detect whatever you already approved the plan OT, that one is hours for the OT lah on this one. Okay, so next is a short hours. Short hours means if let's say you have short hours on that day, let's say for example, you want to avoid your lateness, you want to avoid the early out. So this is the short hours list automatically based on auto detected. So which is from the attendance, let's say system detect you early out or system detect you are late in, so you can able to apply short hours or you can avoid the late in on this one. This one. Okay. So this one is automatically detected from the system if let's say the status is late in or early out. Okay. So you can able to apply the short hours here. Right. So if you want to avoid the late in, you can select the request to void or you can change the clock entry. Okay. So from here. All right. So this is for the short hours. All right. So next is a change shift. Let's say your staff want to change from the original to the new shift on this one lah. Okay. All right. So next is we go to the incomplete entry. All right. So incomplete entry. Let's say you forgot to clock out or clock in on that day. Let's say, for example, you already clock in, but you forgot to clock out. Yes, you can able to request the incomplete entry. But this one is a depends on the system. Let's say, for example, system detect you for clock in but not clock out. Yes, you can able to request. But if let's say on that day is there's no any incomplete entry, let's say is a no clocking on that time is considered absent, we won't appear in the list here. So this one is detect from automatically detect. Let's say you forgot to clock out or clocking on this one. All right. Similar like the change shift or short hours, the page you can able to enter your timing and let's say you have the location, you can select the location here. All right. After that, you can click submit button. All right. So this is the one lah on this one. So please be informed, still under pending, not approved yet. You can edit, you can adjust from here. Last one is absent. Let's say, for example, your on that day is have uh absent, no clocking or clock out. So consider absent. System will auto detect here. Or the day is absent. Which date is absent? Then you can able select the date and you can able to enter in and out or auto adjust, or you can able to manual adjustment, or you can able to request leave on that day. If let's say if no if it's holiday, you can request as a leave. If let's say you want to edit your clock entry, you want to automatically system auto adjust, or you can manually adjustment dia lah on this one. Either two. Okay. So this one is optional. You want to add selector or not, this depends on your side. Okay. All right. So this is for the my request. All right. So we're gonna go to the my approval. Okay, my approval similar like my request, but this one is more focused on the approval side lah. So you can able to approve, you can able the details, you can view from here the details. Okay, so you can able to approve on this one. Approve or reject lah. If let's say it's more than 5 requests in the same time, you can tick the select all here. Okay. Similar goes with the plan overtime, short hours, change shift, incomplete entry, and last one is absent is similar. So you can able to select all or you can approve or reject here. Except for the plan overtime, we don't have any select all here. You need to one by one here to approve. Okay. All right. So this is for the ESS, Employee Self-Service here. For the my request and my approval. All right. So next is for the attendance performing. So means you want to perform clocking. All right. So in the apps, we have the apps. We have the button to clocking, and also we have option to use the web clocking also. So this is we have the icon web clocking here, right? So you can clocking and clock out using your PC. Let's say you didn't download the apps, but you used for the web browser from through the apps or phone. You can use this one this option to clocking via web clocking. Okay, so this is the example. So please be informed. Automatically, system will detect your longitude, latitude, where you is for the location. And you can enter the remark, you can enter the camera, turn on if let's say your PC or your laptop have the camera, you can proceed to perform clocking lah. Key clocking button and clock out button. Yeah lah, on this one. Alright, so if you come in the office, clocking. End of the day, done your work, you can click clock out button. Okay? Right, so this is for the web clocking. This one. Okay, so we go back our slideshow. Okay, so now this one we already covered it on this one, and next is this is the screenshot from the apps. All right, so we have the here dashboard, and then second image is the request, and same image with the approval also here. Okay, so we have the request from third and fourth image. This one is a web version apps on this one. Means from the Google in the phone, you can log in and automatically system will set fixed like the apps version lah on this one. Okay, so image 1, image 2 is from the apps, image 3 and image 4 from the web version on this one. Okay. All right, so next we go to another topic is for the attendance setting. Okay, so attendance setting, we have this one. So first we go to icon setting here. And then second, we go to the attendance. And last one is for the, this is the list of the setting for attendance. Okay, so this is the highlight we focus to do the setting for attendance. Okay. All right, so are we going to show you where is it from our system? All right, so first we go to the icon setting here and we go to the attendance button here. First, we go to the shift. Okay, so this is list of the shift already created. This is the example. The one I will show you. How to create the shift, you can click add new button here. This one is the shift name. Depends. So this is the example. You need to enter the shift name, and shift label is a code for the shift name. Let's see, like this one. Okay. So color, if let's say you have more than 5 shift is different, right? So you can change each of the shift, the color lah. Shift A color pink. Second shift is color yellow or something. That one is depends on your kind. It depends on your side lah. Alright, shift type we have 3. First is normal. Second is semi-flexi. And third is a flexible. Normal is normal lah. Let's say you already create for start shift and end shift is 9 until 5. And full day working hours is 8 days. So means normal, so we follow it as a normal like this one lah. Shift start and shift end on this one. Semi flexi is, let's say, if let's say you have any specific hours within the time frame, mostly is using for the office or retail. So this is for the semi flexi. Okay, next is the flexible. So this one is no specific time frame, but mostly is light stuff, work from home, for example, and also let's say your top management lah. So usually is a top management is flexible, or maybe you from your end also have the certain department flexible hours. You can select the flexible here, and what is your full day working hours on this one lah. So let's say 8 hours, so means let's say they are flexi, you must complete 8 hours per day. Let's say you want to start 10 a.m. to starting your work, then you can clock out on 7 p.m. something like that one. So must be the 8 hours complete on this one. Okay. Alright, next is the custom shift if you want to enable. So normally is we don't focus for is custom shift lah. So it's a normal shift at the moment. Right, so manual earliest and latest clock out if let's say if you want to set its earliest in. So mean let's say for example your starting clocking is 9 but you want to extend, they can able to early clocking is before 9, let's say 7 or 8, something that one you can use this one lah. Latest out, how many let's say until 9 until 6, so you can drag until 5 until sorry until 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. It depends on your side lah. So this is for the manually for early and latest out lah on this one. So this one is will affected your current shift lah on this one. Okay. Alright, so next is the shift allowance. So you can able to enter the total shift, total allowance here, and this is the condition minimum working hours to get this shift allowance, and what is your payroll item you need to select lah. So means if you selected, if you have this same allowance, it will automatically when you process the payroll is synced to your salary on this one. Okay. So OT limit, yes, we have the minimum and maximum OT. Let's say you assign for this shift, we have the limit overtime for this shift on this one. Okay. If let's say you have working days for the half day, you can able to enable this one is half day for the uh for the shift lah on this one. Okay, once already done, you can click save button here on this one. Once done, click the save button, automatically system will show you in the list. This is your shift already created lah on this one. Okay, so this is the example. Right, so half day leave, yes, you need to setting first half day time range, what time until what time, second half day time range, what time until what time lah. So consider for the half day leave, let's say, or for example, you want to apply the half day leave. So this one you need to setting lah. So system will automatically detect your half day here on this one. All right. So we have the breaks. You can able to use that variable or let's say it's a flexible. Flexible means 1 hour only. then you can consider as a flexible here lah on this one. Okay. All right. So this is how to create the shift. All right. So we move to the next is for the overtime pattern. Okay. Go back to the setting here and attendance. We select for overtime pattern. All right. So overtime pattern is please be informed our system already automatically already create on behalf you, but for the setting you can able to choose here. So you can able to setting here. You can able to adjust what is your minimum or what is your maximum to get 1.5 rate on this one. All right. Okay, so setting is similar with overtime, off day, rest day, and public holiday here. Okay, sometimes you have the minimum and maximum to get the rate. Let's say, for example, for especially for PH or and for off day. All right. So this one you can able to adjust 8 until 0 until 8 hours is 1.5 rate. 8 hours 1 month, 8 hours 1 minute until 23 and 59 minutes is considered 2.0 rate lah on this one. So this one is condition. Let's say not all employee but certain only you can able to filter or you can able manually selection here lah on this one. Okay. All right. So next, if let's say you have any special rate, let's say you have your own fixed rate for the OT rate, right? So you can here, right? So from here, you can change as a fix, right? So please enter your amount here for 1 hours. What is your rate? 1 hours per, sorry, 1 hours, what is your per rate on this one? Let's say, for example, you put OT 1 hours is 8 ringgit or 9 ringgit, you can enter here on this one. Okay. All right. So this is, let's say you have any special requirement. Let's say you have your own fixed OT rate, you can able to enter here lah on this one. All right. So next is a schedule. So once you already create the schedule, once you already create the shift overtime pattern. So now you need to create the schedule. All right. So first, can click add new button here. Okay. So you can enter the schedule name. Then schedule label is a code lah for the schedule name. And then which shift you want to allow use this the schedule. Okay. Enable exception means if you want to detect your absent, your late in, early out, short hours, incomplete entry. So you can you need to enable this function lah. Okay, next is let's to assign the shift. Daytime availability is all shift, rest day, and off day. So rest day, off day, you can per month how many days you want to maximum to appear. Let's say for example, minimum for 2 days, and for off day also 2 days on this one. Okay. And then maximum we suggest you using this one lah on this one. Okay. All right, so we have the enable duty roster control. So if you allow all this one, you can able to control your duty and duty roster employee law. So on this one. So means from there you can change the shift from the duty roster. You can change. Let's say schedule is shift A, general is shift A. Then you want to change the certain shift on that day, you can use the duty roster control. All right, so how to assign the shift? So this one you can click button here, then you can select by week. Something like this one. Okay, you can select which shift you want to add on. Let's say I want to put the HQ shift example. But Saturday and Sunday I untick first and I click apply. So automatically like this one. Okay. All right. Or you want to base on the week by week or day or month on this one. Okay. All right. So once already assigned the shift, then I forgot on this one. So Thursday and Saturday I add as a off day here, and I click up. So like this one lah. This one. Say I want to change to race day as a race day. Then I click apply button. Alright, so automatically here on this one. Once already done, you can select the holiday. Okay, you can select the country is Malaysia. Alright, and state is I put Selangor. Yes, Selangor. Right, so once already update the Selangor, automatically system will detect your PH on this month lah. Ini within this year lah. Or this one. Then from here you can able to adjust. If let's say this schedule don't have entitled for this holiday, you can disable on this one. No worry. Okay. So depends on your company practice lah on this one. Once already done, we select overtime. Then if let's say this schedule have the overtime, please active first on this one. Okay. So usually it's auto intersect H1 and pre-approved means you need to inform your staff to request and approval need to approve. If let's say if you want to automatically detect the OT hours, no need to approve or ask staff to request, you can select the actual hours here. Okay. Alright, so below here is the rounding. And as let's say overtime allowance, if you want to enable, you can enable from here. And next is for the during work day. This is one for the overtime detected. Your minimum and maximum overtime per day. This one. And then just now we already create the overtime pattern in the setting. So please select the overtime rate on this one. So automatically system will detect your overtime based on rate you created lah before this on this one. Okay, same with goes with the off day, rest day, and public holiday. Alright, so next we go to the attendance. Right, so this is the attendance we can create the rounding hours, rounding method also, and on the step. And clocking you can detect as an auto or first in or last out, depends on company practice lah on this one. And also we have the interval between minutes for the clocking, and we have the clocking time rounding method, and same lah on this one for the timing rounding step on this one. So please be informed, we have you can enable the grace period before before we detect the lag in, and grace period for the early out lah on this one. Right, so below that we have the clocking method. So if you want to use the web browsing clocking, so please active this web browsing clocking. And then you have specific clocking, yes, we need to enable on this one lah. So at the same time we have the mobile clocking, and also we have the mobile apps offline clocking on this one. Okay. Alright, so this is for the attendance part. So next is a request. So this is the request just now is my request here lah. If you want to have the reason, remark, or attachment, from here you can enable hide or optional on this one. So you can select that certain column here lah. If you don't want to see any certain column appear in your request, you can select hide button here on this one. If let's say optional is not required, you can select the optional. Staff key in or not key in is no issue on this one. Required, you must key in lah. This one. Alright, so this is for the schedule. After that is click save button. Once already done click save button, you can able to check here, is that everything okay or not? Is fully based on your requirement or not? So you can able to check lah. So no worry, this one you can able to adjust it after you save on this one. Okay, next we go to the location. Right, so this location, if you want to set the location, your office, your office, your any location you want to add, you can click add here, click add button, then you can enter the location name. Report label means your label code for the location name and your address. So it's below here, you can search your location, then automatically system will detect your location here on this one. Okay, so this is how to add the location. So at the same time, we can set the radius meter here on this one lah. Okay, all right, so this is for the location setting. All right, next we go to the setting back here, and we go to the daily allowance. If let's say you have any daily allowance here, you can set here, and you can click add new button. Right, so from here you can able to and first enter the allowance name, the code for the allowance name, what is the amount, what is the payroll item you want to sync to the payroll after you process the salary. And we have the notes here, you can enter the notes. Right, so here is applicable on which day type. Is that all or certain? If let's say certain, just untick the others on this one. If all, you can select the row lah. And applicable to all shift, yes, we need to enable this one. So any shift, you can use this daily allowance. So next is the add your attendance criteria lah on this one. So from here, you can check whether you want to have the criteria to get this allowance lah for the daily allowance. All right. So from here, we have the conditional or selected employee. This one is a certain, if you say your certain staff only will get this daily allowance, you just enter your certain staff. If they say if you want to all, yes, we have the all here. Then you can add on the filter option here lah on this one. Alright, so this is for the setting for daily allowance. And the next is for the monthly allowance. Right, so monthly allowance is not same with the daily allowance. So monthly is based on monthly on this one. So this one you have two options here as a conditional allowance or conditional deduction. Okay, so this is the conditional you need to aware lah on this one if you want to get this allowance. Alright, so this is we have the deduct. If let's say you want to continue as a deduct, so we have two options here. You can get the amount or you can deduct based on the daily allowance. Okay. Alright, so this is the setting for the monthly allowance. Same way goes the daily just now. So we have the daily allowance. Okay, so this is the attendance criteria if you want to get this one for the monthly allowance. Alright, so we have that you can deduct or you want to have the monthly allowance means you get every month will get this allowance lah on this one. Okay. Alright, so this is the setting for the monthly allowance for deduction. Okay, so it depends on your company practice. So after this, you can sometimes you have the daily or sometimes you have the monthly. Certain have the monthly, certain have the daily. So you can able to select the condition in here lah. Who is a person will get this allowance. Okay. All right. So we're gonna back to our slide. So that settings you already done. Okay. So this is the setting. If you want to do the something setting, the attendance setting here. So step by step already give you to you. Just proceed for your based on your practice lah after this. Alright, so next is attendance simulation. Okay, so attendance simulation we have the 1, 2, 3 step here. First, this one you need to select the icon attendance here. And next is attendance. Right. So after attendance, we have the daily attendance, individual attendance, and DOTI roster week. This one. Okay, so after this, I will gonna show you where is it from our system. And then next is we have the batch assign schedule and batch process. After we already done the attendance setting, so we need to assign the schedule for each employee, which schedule you want to assign it. Once already assigned it, we need to do the batch process lah, batch process. Okay. All right. So I will go back to our system. Okay. First, we go to the attendance, and we select the attendance, and we select the daily attendance. So please be informed. This is for our daily attendance view. Right, so this is by day, so you can able to see what is your shift, what is your clock in and clock out data, and also we have the schedule hours means based on the shifts you setting, how many hours you already set here. Actual hours is your clock in and clock out detected here lah, and different is a bit different between the schedule and actual hours lah on this one. So and we have the actual overtime here. And we have also the approved overtime here. What is your actual, what is approved from the system. And we have the column allowance, and we have the exception allowance data. And then last one is a status lah, it's a pending. So this is for the daily. So we're going to show you next is for the individual attendance. Individual attendance based on the this one, you can able to adjust your current date, which date you want to view it on this one. Okay. All right. So similar, but this one is by individual and based on month lah. We call that on this one. All right. So when you select the certain date, if you want to adjust something, you want to adjust manually or something, you can select the date, which date, and you can click edit button here. You can edit your shift or you can edit your clocking data here. Okay. So both you can able to create. And also last one is absent lah. Allowance is automatically detected from, let's say, if you have assigned that daily allowance or something allowance from the attendance, automatically will appear here lah how many amount you will get on this one. Alright, so that one is for the attendance, individual attendance. Okay, so next, we have the duty roster. Okay, so this T here, you can able to adjust your attendance here. If let's say, for example, right? So here, you can able to adjust, you can able to adjust your shift. Let's say, for example, like this one, if you want to adjust the shift, You first need to select which shift you want to adjust it, like this one. And then please select which date you want to change. Let's say for example, I want to change this one. This one. Then you can select. Automatically system will update your pattern. First select which shift you want to assign, and then select which date, and then click publish change here. Then you can click publish button here lah. Then proceed. Then automatically system will update to you the new shift you assign it lah on this one. Okay. Alright. So this is how to use the duty roster. Same way if you want to assign the off day, rest day, holiday, select the off day or select the rest day, you can select the shift here on this one. If let's say if you want to assign for 3 employee, you can assign button here. Then you can select which shift you want to assign on that day. Then you can click next. Then you can select which employee you want to use the same same shift lah on this one in one time. Okay. All right. All right. So next, so that one is for the duty roster. Okay. So for duty roster, if you want to use any change or certain shift on that day, you can use the duty roster lah to change the shift on this one. Okay. Next. Once you already done, let's say for example, you already done create the shift right on this one. Then next is you need to assign your staff schedule here. So you must have the staff schedule. Why? Because this one is related with your leave. If let's say if you didn't select the schedule yet, select the schedule yet, system not allow you to apply the leave on this one. So you must assign the schedule here. So this one is by individual. You can click at a schedule here, then you can enter, you can select start date. You want to use this schedule and what is the schedule name here lah. You need to select it. But if you want to, if you want to do it like by batch, so you can use the batch here. Then you can click batch assign schedule, and then please select which date range you want to assign that schedule. And then select which schedule and click continue. Then you can select which employee are using this schedule. Then automatically system will detect your schedule on this one. Then automatically system will detect your schedule from here lah. So you can able to view from here. Okay, next is the batch process. So once you already create or assign the schedule, you must use the batch process. Then you need to select here lah, or you need to select here. Once you already assign the schedule, and then which date range, and click reset shift back to the schedule default, and then which schedule you already assigned to the employee, and continue, and then you can select the employee affected only on this one. Okay, so this is how to use the batch assign schedule and batch process. All right, so please be informed. Admin side. So from admin side, can able to do the request on behalf or approve on behalf. So this one for the admin side lah on this one. And then let's say for example, the approval you have also, if you give the access for request on behalf from here, so automatically system will allow you to approve or request on behalf lah on this one. So approve means you need to select which approval. So let's say you have two approval. So you need to select this approval only to approve on behalf this approval lah on this one. Okay. So we have the request on behalf and approve on behalf. Request on behalf and approve on behalf similar with the my request and my approval lah, the page on this one. Okay. Alright, so next we have the batch. Just now I explained to you about the assigned schedule and process for the schedule lah. And next you also can able to update the clocking and clock out in one time and same time in or time out lah on this one. And also you have an option if you want to change the day, let's say from work day to holiday, you can change from here lah by batch on this one. Next is a purge, means let's say if you want to reset or delete back certain part from the attendance, you can able to proceed do the batch purge on this one lah. Alright. Alright, so next. Alright, so this one is for the batch. Okay. And also we have the request on behalf and approve. Just now I already explained to you on this one. Alright, so next is based on the import. Okay, so import is if you want to import your clock data, and then you can select which device. So select the external device that need to be imported. Then you can browse on this one. Okay, so browse means you need to browse your TXT template in out, and also your staff name, and also your location and your areas, and also for the date on this one lah, which date on this. So this is the format for in and in out, employee name, date, and next is for the device or location on this one lah. So this one you can import the clock data. So once you already import, automatically system will update your clocking and clock out through the system. Right, so that one is for the clock data. So before we go to the our water break or break 50 minutes. So we proceed go our slide. Just now we already cover the clock data. Next is we go to the attendance report. All right. So here is the step how go to the attendance report. So from here is we have the icon report button here and attendance, and we have the list of the report. So are we going to show you which report we check every day? Oh, this one is a daily lah, monthly, daily, and also individual attendance. And also we have the details for the overtime. So that one are we going to show you the template. Oh, sorry, not the template, but the page of the report. So after that, then after breaking time, we continue our report. And last one, we go to the log shift. So I will explain to you why we need to log shift, and then why we need to do log shift, and we need to the and also uh have the Q&A session after this one is fine. Okay, so before we go to the water break, we're gonna show you where to create the holiday. Just now I forgot to inform you on this one. So how to create the holiday? You can go to the setting, general, and click holiday. Okay, so here is a nation. Okay, so you can create this one. We have the Brunei, Indonesia, Singapore, Philippines, and Uganda. This is example lah. So usually we are using the Malaysian. Okay, so this one Malaysian, we just provide you all the list of uh the PH, but from here you can select it which country or state are using this PH. You can select it here lah on this one. You can select which country or state use this PH lah on this one. If let's say the certain schedule or the certain staff only have this PH. So this one you need to have a setting or assign from here lah, from the attendance schedule. Okay. Mostly if let's say you have any retail or something, retail or foreign worker, let's say holiday is a certain date only or certain holiday, this stuff have. If you let's say for example Agong, sorry, Hari Raya Hajis, that this schedule stuff don't have, you can select this Hari Raya and then you can disable. Before you want to disable, you click edit button here and you can click here and you can disable holiday entitled. So once you already disable holiday entitled, save and then go to the attendance batch. Then you need to use the batch process. If you didn't perform batch process, it won't affect it. So you need to do the batch process and then select the date. Okay. Once you already select the date and then click reset shift and which schedule you disable just now for the holiday entitled, and then continue and select the affected staff only and process. Okay. So this is the uh if you want, if some certain schedule or certain stuff company don't give the certain PH, we can able to use this function lah on this. Alright, because from the setting and general holiday, this one is a general. All the list certain state, sometimes the certain state using on this one lah. Let's say for example Hari Raya Haji holiday for next day is certain state only will get this one. Okay, so this is for the holiday setting. Alright, so we're gonna to water break. So after 50 minutes, so maybe 11:35 or 11:40, we continue our training lah on this one. So after this, we focus on the report. So I will gonna show you the report, and then next is the log attendance, and then next is a Q&A session. All right. Thank you so much for your time. So we continue in on 11:40 on this one. Thank you. Alright. Welcome back to our training. So next, we go to view the attendance report. Right, so I'm going to show you where is the attendance report. So this is the screenshot from the system. But are we going to show you where is the attendance report? Okay, so first we go here, we call the attendance report, select, and we go to the attendance. Okay, so this is a lot of the attendance you can able to view. Alright, first we go to the individual attendance. Okay, so from here you can select start date until when. Say for example until this one. You can change, you can select the period, and then you can select, or you can filter. You can, if you want to filter, you can advance, then you can filter from here. Alright, so next is click generate report. Right, so please wait. Okay, so from here is below there is each employee and which date until based on the selected date we chosen on this one, and this is the subtotal hours, how many hours you work, and from here also you can able to check the clock in and clock out data and the location, what is the leave type, is if let's say you apply the leave, and we have the total break hours and total actual hours, total actual overtime, approved overtime, overtime if let's say you have any overtime allowance, shift allowance or daily allowance. And last one is a remarks lah on this one. Alright, so we have, you can print option if you want to save as a PDF, and you can also save as for Excel here. Alright, if you want to continue to filter again, you can click filter button here, and we'll go back to the first page just now. So from that one for the advanced page on this one. Okay. Alright, so this one is for the individual attendance. Okay. So contohnya, alright, next is a daily attendance. Daily attendance means each by day lah. Each by day for attendance. You can check from by day lah on this one. So here is we have the daily attendance card details. Alright. So you can select attendance if you want to view the attendance allowance, and you can click generate button. So maximum only. So this is for the daily details card, daily time details card, for time zone, in and out, break, break. Let's say you have two break, you, from here you can able to view what is, let's say you apply the leave, you can able to view the code or unit on here, what is the actual hours here, total lateness allowance, and this one for the normal days, the overtime. So here also we have the total of the overtime hours here lah on this one. Okay, so that one is for the, another one we have the interactive. So interactive, here you can adjust which column if you want to view it, which column if you want to view, or which column if you don't want to view. From here also you can able to adjust it. Okay, so from here you can able to view, you can select or view which part if you want to view it on this one lah. So pivot, this one you can wish selected if you want to view it on this one lah at the moment. Okay, so you can able to tick, or let's say if you want to change the position this one to this one, you can drag something on this one. You can change the position here. Okay. So if you don't want to see certain column or something that one, right? So you can untick. From here you can untick. Then you can able to print or save preference lah on this one. Okay. So this is for the daily time card. So means a total hours per day. If you want to see the total hours on that month, or the totals in and out on day on this one lah. So this is for the daily time card attendance. So next we have the overall attendance. So from here you can able to view it. So this is for the overall attendance based on the what is your total work day, total off day, total rest day, total holiday, total absent, and then what is the absent duration. So leave count, how many leave you already apply, how many let in, how many early out on that day lah. So let in duration, clock early out duration, this one is a duration for the leave let in and early out lah on this one. Okay, so this is by department lah if you want to see the overall attendance. Okay, next we have the employee overtime history. So if let's say you have overtime history, the overtime, so system will generate you the overtime history based on your attendance period selected lah on this one. Let's say for example like this one lah. So this is the total history overtime for employee. So which date, okay, so what is the OT hours, request, approved date, and the reason. So this one is a details lah for let's say your staff have request and then approve when, so you can from here you can able to view it the details lah on this one. Okay, so this is the employee history, overtime history, and also we have the interactive. Yes, similar with the daily time card. So this one column you can able to adjust it. Okay, here. Okay, so from here you can able to view it and you can able to untick or no need to tick also can. So depends on your from your side lah, which one you want to view it on this. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is for the employee overtime history report. Next, we have the overtime details. Okay, so this is for the overtime details. So like this one lah. the details for the overtime. Your location, if let's say have the location, yes, you can able to view it from here. What is your shift? The overtime reason, remarks, OT. This one is overtime pay mode is OT, and this is the approved total overtime here. And this one lah. So this is the report for the overtime details. And next is the overtime interactive. Similar with the history, you can adjust your column or you can adjust which column you want to appear in the report. So from here lah. From here you can able to view it. Right, so here you can export Excel or print option or just print total your overtime details report here lah on this one. Okay, so next is we have the incomplete entry report. Okay, if let's say you have the incomplete report, you can able to view from here lah on this. This one for pending overtime. Pending overtime mostly if let's say you have any requested for overtime, so you can able to view it. Who is a pending approval to approve the overtime? Okay, from here. OT pay mode ni lah on this one. And then what is the pending reason, and at the same times we can able to view it approval. Who is pending for approval? You can able to check the name here lah on this. Okay. Alright, next also we have the pending absent. So usually it's a pending incomplete entry overtime and absent is three pending. If let's say it's not approved yet, you can able to generate the report here. And also we have the employee lateness. So if let's say you have any record for the lateness, so you can able to view it from here lah. Here, we show you what is the actual clock in, actual clock out, and what is the actual late in hours based on the decimal lah on this one. Okay. And also we have the interactive. Yes. So here we have the interactive. This one is a total lump sum for the overtime. Sorry, for the lateness. Okay, so we have the early out, authorized. Unauthorized means let's say for the unauthorized for time off, or let's say didn't count your replacement leave. So time off leave. So this one will show you the status. The status one is unauthorized. And then we have the lost hours. If let's say you have you want to generate the lost hours on that month. And we have the absence summary. We have the incomplete clock entry, and we have the backlog activity report. So clock activity report lah. Like this one lah. In and out, location in, location out. So this is the activity report clocking. Alright, and then next we have the absent. That one is already done. And we have the monthly allowance report. We have the three option. Three option is overtime allowance and non-overtime allowance, or you want to generate all, it depends. And you can click generate button here lah. Then automatically system lists out all the allowance. How many allowance the staff will get, you can generate report from here. Okay. And next, we have the month YTD lost hour or YTD overtime report. So year to date, so means a 1 year report for the overtime. And we have the timesheet summary and voided requested. Let's say if you want to void some request on this one lah. So that's all for the report. I think nothing much, but the certain you can focus in individual attendance, daily time card, or employee overall attendance, employee overtime or pending part lah. So for the report. Okay. Okay, we go back to our slide. The last one is a log shift. Right. So log shift is this is the how to log the shift. So everything is fine, everything is okay before you want to run the payroll. You must perform the log shift. How to log the shift? Why we need to log the shift? Because this one, let's say you have the OT, you want to the if you want to the link the early out, lateness, and also absent. So you must log the attendance. Okay, so that range is based on the cutoff. Let's say your cutoff for the salary, cutoff for the OT or lateness or something. That one is let's say for example 23 until 26. Sorry, 23 until 24. So you must select claim that is until 23 until 24. Something like this one. Okay, so you must follow based on your cut-off salary, or sorry, cut off for your overtime, or cut off your shift, or cut off your leaves or something. That one you must follow that one based on your cut off. All right, and then before this is a mark as a pending. Now you need to select the log and continue. Okay, so once you already continue, if let's say you want to log certain only, you can manual selection or you can filter option here. If let's say all, just select the all available and click next button. So automatically system will log your attendance. Something like this one. And once already logged, you can able to check from here. Automatically system log here. Status change from pending to log. Okay. Alright, so this one you can, let's say for certain part, certain date you want to adjust it, can select the certain date, and then you can edit, you can click action button and you can unlock the shift. So it means you just unlock for this day only. So others will just maintain the lock on this one. Something like this. Unlock means you already unlock that day, then consider as a pending. Once you already done, adjust from here, already done, you can click edit button, you can click action button here, and click lock shift on this one. Right, so you must lock the shift. If you have any staff have OT, you want to link to the payroll, so you must lock the shift on this one. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's all for today. So we recap our training today. So from here, ESS apply and approve time application, set up shift working hours, set up overtime rate, set up shift schedule, assign employee schedule, use duty roster, monitor employees attendance daily, weekly, and monthly, view and resolve exception status, view report, and log shift attendance. So this is the summary for training today. And then if let's say you have any question, you can drop your question under Q&A session, that one. You can drop that your question here, then I will answer your question on this one. All right, thank you so much for your time. So I just waiting your Q&A. So now our Q&A session. So you can drop your question, then I can answer from here lah. All right, thank you for your time.